Our dear Tara Didi observed her 82nd birthday in a unique way on the 5th of July 2018. Ashram was abuzz with a sweet and gentle happiness as everyone got ready for the events of the day, like busy bees hovering around our flowers on the lawns surrounding the shrine. At the stroke of midnight on the 5th of July, Tara Didi's inbox began to fill with messages from thousands of well-wishers. Amongst these, a card from the Ashram youths found its place in her inbox. Tara Didi's 82nd birthday celebration was like no other. It was a celebration of her indomitable spirit to surge ahead, no matter what obstacles or challenges lay on her path. It also gave us a glimpse of her relentless pursuit of a dream to green the grounds around her. On this special day, the entire ashram community gathered around Didi to felicitate her. The mantra Asato Ma Sadgamaya was chanted in unison, sending up ardent prayers for transformation as the lone sound from a conch reached us miraculously, so marking the beginning of a significant occasion. Tara Didi started her special day by doing what she likes most, planting a tree, and that too to the accompaniment of the mantra Bhumi Mangalam.
Deha Mangalam, Deha Mangalam, Atma Mangalam, Atma Mangalam, Atma Mangalam, Jagata Mangalam, Jagata Mangalam, Sarva Mangalam, Sarva Mangalam, Sarva Mangalam, Bhavatu, 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 Bhavatu.
She planted a magnolia sapling, Magnolia grandiflora, which signifies perfect vigilance. The mother explains perfect vigilance as such. Nothing is neglected in its observation.
Antariksham Shanti, Prithvi Shanti, Prithvi Shanti, Apaha Shanti, Apaha Shanti, Vayu Shanti, Vayu Shanti.
This year, Tara Didi ensured that everyone around her also shared with her the joy of planting. In the morning, Ashramites, the young and young at heart, from all walks of life, and conditions and position, dug into the soil to their heart's content, and planted the saplings around the lawn surrounding the shrine, and watered the plants with love. Tara Didi's love and generosity for one and all showed with transparency on this occasion as she lovingly invited all to plant a tree. Knowing Tara Didi's preferences, many well-wishers presented her with a pot of plant as birthday gifts. Tara Didi received such gifts with glee. An important group which participated actively on Tara Didi's birthday was the Mother's Blossom, the Mother's International School's alumni. Each child who passes out from this ground is a blossom from the Mother's very own garden, brought out to do a work for the divine. The Mother's Blossom played a large part in this drive of greening the precincts of the ashram by passionately acquiring a good number of the saplings to be planted on Tara Didi's birthday. Also, plants are indeed akin to children. They too need nurturing and tender loving care in order to grow into a beautiful organism for the good of the world. Like plants, children too come in many sizes and shapes and talents, all waiting to be cultivated and expressed.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Didi. Happy birthday to you.
Tara Didi has love for children as well as great expectations from them. She ensured that all children, both from the MIS and Mirambika, took part in the sacred activity of planting a tree. We see Tara Didi leading classes of children out to the areas marked for planting the saplings, and children gleefully follow her and engage in this special offering to Mother Earth wholeheartedly. This was a natural lesson to inculcate in children the joy of planting and nurturing plants and ensuring the sustainability of the earth and her environment. A seed planted deeply in the psyche of children. Showing by example never escapes the eager learner's mind and sentiments. The example never fails to be reciprocated and emulated in one way or another at the opportune moment. Later at 4 p.m. on the same day, the entire ashram community and very many well-wishers gathered in the ashram dining hall to celebrate Didi's birthday over birthday cakes, samosas, tea and juice. The celebration commenced as Tara Didi was presented with a large handmade card with a special picture mounted on it. It was the reprint of a photograph that Tara Didi had taken with the mother decades ago, complete with the mother's message given to her for that day. Tara Didi lovingly received another cake made in-house by aspirants. Chantings and songs followed, after which Didi lighted a diya before cutting the cake. This was starkly contrary to the common and modern practice of lighting up candlesticks pressed into the birthday cake and then blowing off the life-giving flame with a puff of air as the candle wax melted onto the cake. The act of lighting a diya is a sacred gesture here in India, a gesture symbolizing the lighting of the inner lamp and invoking that flame within to grow ever brighter and reach up ever higher to guide one's life along the path determined for the soul by the divine. Didi never leaves anyone out. On the same day, Malhotra ji and Vivek, an aspirant, celebrated their birthday with Tara Didi. They took their place at the table with Tara Didi and cut the lovely birthday cake presented to her by close friends and devotees of the mother and Sri Aurobindo. Tara Didi's consideration in embracing everyone as family is an example worthy of practice by everyone, whoever one may be. Following tea, the tree planting activity resumed. Everyone met in the central courtyard this time, around the pond. Everyone gets the opportunity of planting seedlings and young plants into pots. Some of these pots have made their way to the charity shop to be distributed to plant lovers living away from the ashram, so that the process of greening can continue outside ashram too. Truly a gift from ashram to the world outside. Later in the evening, ashram youths continued with their tree planting spree, attempting to green the ashram boundary walls, a task taken up by the children of MIS in the morning. This time, a variety of the fig was planted so that the grey walls can be transformed into a lively green in months to come, while at the same time acting as a buffer against pollution and ensuring the healthy exchange of gases, especially of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Here is a loving touch on the earth that supports the plant, that it grows into a larger treelet, blessing the earth with shade and shelter for other living beings, and oxygen for all aerobic life forms. At the end of the day, the birthday activities take a turn from the outside to the inside. Everyone assembled in the ashram meditation hall for satsang, seeking to open their inner doors and windows on this special day to the divine. With the special child of the mother who has worked tirelessly over all these years to build this ashram so that the world could be a better place for everyone, so that one may grow closer to the divine and attempt to take up his work and do it only for him. We gathered to pay our gratitude to the divine also for bringing us close to this special child of the mother who did all she did in a spirit of cheerful endeavor. The ashram choir made its musical offerings to the divine in gratitude.
Mera manas kusum kalisa, mera manas vikasit karma, vikasit.
As Tara Didi read passages from the Mother's and Sri Aurobindo's works,
He is in you. He is you. It is yourself that burns yonder, millions of miles away in the infinite reaches of space, that walks with confident steps on the stumbling billows of the ethereal sea. It is you who have set the stars in their places and woven the necklace of the suns, not with hands, but by that yoga, that silent, actionless, impersonal will which has set you here today, listening to yourself in me.
this video production is dedicated to the spirit which moves Tara Didi, to her loyalty to the divine, to her steadfastly staying on course with cheerful endeavor, and to her love and respect for the earth as a ground for tapasya, and her insistence on the need to care for it and ensure its sustainability. So, let us all plant a seed, a herb, a creeper, a treelet, or a tree whenever we celebrate an occasion significant to us, especially our birthdays. For we are indeed heroes on our birthdays, and a tree we plant commemorates just that. It is also a noble deed we take up not only for ourselves, but for the entire world. It is a day to offer to the earth in gratitude for sustaining us here. for this earth ensures our very existence. It is our habitat, and we draw every breath from the plants that green this space. There is nothing better we can do to show our gratitude to Mother Earth than to allow her to embrace and sustain the life of plants and trees. Let us increase the cover of greenery in the spaces we live for the good of this planet.